What's up, y'all? It's your boy AJ, and this is AJREACTS2, and I have my lovely wife Staci with me today. We're gonna give you our top 10 favorite romantic comedies. This is a different type of video for me because this is probably my least favorite genre. One of my least favorite genres. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of get into it. We're excited for our list. We have our list ready. Yeah. So let's go. Like I said, this is like, it was kind of tough for me because this is not my favorite genre. I don't know if it was my least favorite genre, but it's not my favorite, so it was kind of difficult to find top 10. But I was able to do it, and you guys might be surprised. She might be surprised by what I chose, but yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna let her do the honors. Ladies first. You're my guest, so
number 10 romantic comedy.
Yes,
I put Romancing the Stone, which is like an 80s movie. But me and my family grew up watching this, and it's more like adventure romance than like romantic comedy, but I had to fit it in because it's a good movie. It's a good flick.
It is good. Like, I've seen that before. I've seen it before, and it was cool. It was a cool movie. A lot of adventure. And
Michael Douglas?
It was fun, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Hello? Michael Douglas in his younger years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So my number 10 is going to be Date Night, starring Tina Fey and Steve Carell. This was also like an adventure film, but it wasn't like as adventurous as Romancing the Stone. But it's like, it's a different type of adventure. They get into some trouble. They have reservations at a restaurant. Well, they didn't have reservations at a restaurant. They took somebody else's name, and those people were in some trouble. So they the night got wild after that. So I thought it was really funny. Those two actors are hilarious on their own, and when they got together, they're a powerhouse. So Date Night.
About that movie.
Yeah, like it was cool. It's a little forgettable. That's probably why it's number 10. But yeah, I liked it.
Number 9, She's the Man, the Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum. That movie always cracks me up, like no matter what year I watch it, it always makes me laugh. And there is romance in it. You get to see them be friends and then,
for sure,
they date.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, it always cracks me up. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a hilarious film. Next on my list, number 9, is going to be Palm Springs. And this film came out this year. I always forget the lady's name who plays
Christine Milioti. Or something like that. Christine Milioti.
Yeah, something like that. And Andy Samberg, of course. And yeah, that film, it just kind of took me aback because I haven't really seen a really good romance comedy film in a while. And for 2020 to produce a film like that, like I was shocked, and it was really funny. So yeah, Palm Springs is my number 9.
Number 8 for me was Palm Springs.
Oh, nice.
I really liked that movie. I like time travel type movies like that. I think it was super cute and fun, and I liked the ending a lot. I need to rewatch it because I've been planning on rewatching it. But yeah,
the thing about that film for me is it's not like the most rewatchable in my opinion. She likes it. She probably will rewatch it more than me. Yeah. But I think it might be like a year or two before I rewatch it. I think that's kind of how it is for romance comedies for me, except my number 1s, but we'll get to that.
What's your number 8?
Number 8 is going to be Friends with Benefits with Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake. This film was really funny to me when I watched it for the first time when it came out. I think it was like early 2010s, maybe like 2011, 2012 when it came out, and it was really funny. Like, we watched it last week just to kind of like freshen up on these, and the jokes didn't age as well as some of the other films, but like overall I thought it was really funny. It was really sweet. Yeah. A little bit cliche, but
that didn't make my list this time because upon rewatch it was a struggle.
Yeah.
My number 7 is Always Be My Maybe, which is a Netflix movie. And I thought it was really unique because it was 2 Asian main characters, and I really like to watch diverse movies. Mm-hmm. And it was fun to see them as kids, and they grow up, and they're friends, and then they fall in love. So it's a really cute movie. I think you guys should check it out. It's funny. Ali Wong is the main actress, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that one. But I do like Ali Wong. I've seen some of her stand up, and she's hilarious to me. Number 7 is going to be The Proposal with Sandy Bullock, and Ryan Reynolds. Really, all I remember from that film is the scene with the grandma dancing in the woods, and that always gets me. Betty White. And I always like pull up that YouTube clip and watch it. It's so funny to me. Yeah. So that's like one of the main things I remember from that film. But everything else, it's kind of hard to remember that film. But
that movie is like, I don't know. I didn't feel like the chemistry between the 2 main people. So that's why I didn't really like it as much. Like, I think it's funny, but not up there for me. Right.
I usually gravitate to the comedy in rom-coms than the romance. Yeah. But that's just me.
Number 6, I put How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. I grew up watching this movie, and I don't know, I really liked the whole story of how each of them were kind of on their own mission, and it was fun to see their back and forth. And I don't know, I just really liked the movie overall.
Okay, so number 6, The Wedding Singer, and I just watched this one a couple weeks ago, and it did make the list. I really enjoyed this film. I am not the hugest fan on Adam Sandler, but you know, when he plays a more serious role, I gravitate to that more than his comedy roles. So I feel like in this film, he was, you know, he had a little bit of a goofy side to him, but that was really 1 or 2 scenes throughout the whole film. And he was pretty much more serious throughout the film. And I really wasn't expecting that. I was expecting not to really care for the film, but I enjoyed it a lot. And the romance, it was believable. And it wasn't too cliche. I think that's another reason why I enjoyed it. Okay, so now we're going to get to our top 5. But before we do that, please consider hitting that like button, smashing the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us if you support the video. So we're getting to our number 5. Go ahead.
My number 5, I put Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. That came out last year or the year before, I forget. But I really liked it. It had been a long time since a rom-com had came out. Yeah. And I really liked their chemistry with each other. I liked the story, how she's running to be president, and it was a good film.
The thing about Long Shot is I did enjoy that film a lot too. I think it was a more mature film for Seth Rogen. Yeah. Seth Rogen, he usually plays the stoner pothead type of person, and he didn't really play that. I mean, I guess he played that in a sense, but it was more mature in a way. Yeah. I don't know. That's just how I felt about it, and I enjoyed that. So, and I think Charlize Theron kind of leveled him out. You know, her character leveled out his character, so
for sure.
Yeah. So my number 5, While You Were Sleeping, she actually showed me this one, and it was good. I've never told her how I really felt about this film, but I really was digging this film. I liked it a lot. I thought it was hilarious. Sandra Bullock, she's actually really funny in romance comedies, and really period, in other films too, Miss Congeniality and all those. So
this is one of my favorite movies for sure. I didn't think it was a romance comedy, so you'll have to watch our romance video to see my rating.
You didn't think this was a romance comedy? I mean, it was super silly.
I think it's more romantic, but just watch our romance video and you'll see my ranking on there.
Yeah. So While You Were Sleeping, it made the romance comedy list, and it was number 5. So
number 4 is this movie called Plus One. I found it on Hulu. It's not really well known, I don't think.
Never heard of it.
And I don't really know the actors that well, but I really enjoyed the story. It's about these 2 friends, and they go to a wedding together, and then they agree to keep going to all their weddings together, and then you just get to see their relationship evolve. And I just thought it was really heartwarming and cute.
So number 4 is gonna be She's the Man. It's higher up on my list. I die laughing at this film every single time, and it's just hilarious to me. Amanda Bynes, I don't think I enjoy Amanda Bynes film quite like I enjoy this film. It's just really funny to me. Number three,
We're
top
getting
three.
up there. This is kind of on the line between romance and romance comedy, but Emma, it came out last year, and it definitely has comedy, definitely has romance, and it's a period film, but it just like the story transcends into modern time. It's a Jane Austen book turned movie, and I really liked this adaptation. Like the other adaptations I didn't really like, so the newest one I really enjoyed, and I just thought it was a good time. AJ, you liked it. We went and saw it.
It was okay. It was cool. You love your period pieces. I tell you
yes,
that, because I'm not a period piece type of guy. But Emma was cool overall. I think it had a little bit. It had some parts that were a little slow in my opinion, but I mean, it was a cool film. I don't think I would consider it a romance comedy, but I would consider it a romance, but not quite a romance comedy. But that's, what she chose. That's what she chose. So, I gotta respect that. Gotta respect it. My number 3 is gonna be Hitch, starring Will Smith, Kevin James. I love Kevin James from King of Queens. Like, that's one of my shows I keep on repeat all the time. And I keep Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on repeat all the time too in our house. So it's just like those two actors together in a film are so hilarious to me. And like I said, I gravitate to the comedy more than I gravitate to the romance. I don't know if I am like so gung-ho about the romance in this film, but I mean, it's okay. Like, the romance is okay, but it's not like, I think the comedy is the forefront of this film.
My number 2 is Hitch.
And nice.
That's something, like, literally I never get tired of watching Hitch. Like, it's a movie that every time I watch it, like, I get something out of. And I just think it has the romance, it has the comedy, and it just cracks me up to see Will Smith and Kevin James together. And yeah, it's just a good time.
Do the Q-tip. Do the Q-tip.
The Q-tip. 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 Throw it away. Don't ever do that again.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is gonna be, I don't know if you guys will consider this a romance comedy, but I do. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I think this film, I love this
adventure romance.
I love this film so much. It cracks me up too. Like, it has a lot of comedic aspects to it as well. It's definitely a romance because he has to fight her 7 evil exes to win her heart. Yeah. So that's that. But it is very funny to me as well. I really enjoyed the video game feel to it, the comic book feel to it. It just really resonated with me when it came out, and even now I've watched it many times since it came out.
My number 1 rom-com is The Wedding Singer. I mean, I just literally I've watched this movie since I was a kid. Like, it's one of my mom's favorites. She had all of us watch it. I made AJ watch it. And I mean, this is like the first Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler movie, and I think it's better than 50 First Dates for them. I think they're
better than Blended.
Definitely better than Blended. Blended is trash.
Some people like Blended. Some people like that movie.
I feel like there's just it's set in the 80s, and it's fun to see the goofiness of the characters and their love for each other, and the ending always makes me want to tear up with joy. It's wonderful.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I was surprised because I'm not that much of an Adam Sandler fan. But yes, so getting to my number 1.
We all know.
No, they don't. They don't know. I've never made this known.
Okay.
You know.
I know.
I've never made this known to the public. But I literally keep this film on repeat. Like, I watched it a couple weeks ago, 3 times in one day. And I was thinking about watching it again for a 4th time, but I was like, nah, I won't put her through that. But yeah, so my number 1 is What Happens in Vegas. I know that this film is not as popular as a lot of these other films, a lot of romance comedies out there. Ashton Kutcher, Cameron Diaz. I'm not even a huge Cameron Diaz fan, but in this film, I just really, like, the comedy really resonated with me. I just really enjoy this film so much. It's just like I know almost every line of this film. It
has its moments for sure.
It's
just, you know, the story is a little goofy.
The story is super goofy. I don't know, something about it. It's just like it feels charming in a way to me. Just the fact that they hate each other for the majority of the film. It's just so funny to me, and it's like it is a bit formulaic towards the end, like, you know, kind of predictable, but like I don't know, it gets me every time. Like towards the end, I'm like start tearing up. It was like she's like, haven't you seen this film like 30, 40 times? Yes, but Ashton Kutcher, he gave her his whole heart. So that was our top 10 list of favorite romance comedies. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Twitch, AJREACTS2 all across the board. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.